Firstly, I'd just like to start off by acknowledging the country and thank you for that warm welcome earlier. The challenge of health and how to fix it all is certainly, as I could describe, as trying to eat an elephant. It's trying to do it one bite at a time. This event tonight is historic, as it was spoken about earlier. I don't think in a community before have we had this level of access to the Minister, the Director of Health, the Parliamentary Secretary of Health, our local CEO and all our board members here. So this is really an opportunity that I'm delighted as the local member to have welcomed, and may I start by firstly thanking you all so very much for coming, Minister. You are and have been ever since I've known you a terrific supporter and advocate for issues in this electorate, and I understand, having spent considerable time with you, that you have an amazing depth of understanding of the issues that are before us. And I know that whilst the challenge will be like eating an elephant, you'll give it your best bite. So I thank you for that. May I also thank Dr. Robin Williams and your team in the board for your participation. I've spent some time with Robin and Ron Dunham, the new CEO, in relation to the prospects of health infrastructure gains here and improved services and the like. And I'm extremely impressed by the commitment of both these gentlemen to the very issues, many of those that were raised here tonight. And I have absolute confidence that together, the local members like Andrew G, Paul Toole and myself, and Kevin Humphreys also, we have enormous access to Robin and Ron, and we thank you for that access and the ability for us as local members to advocate on behalf of our constituents. Obviously some of the issues that you've heard tonight, but there are many more. In doing that, I'd like to thank my colleague and close friend Andrew G for coming, Andrew, and making the effort. I know many people have travelled a long way tonight to come. This is historic. As we try to eat that elephant, I think we need to look at many of the things that Robin highlighted about the advancement and the evolution of health services, about the opportunities that are there to embrace technology in our area. And I think we have an opportunity now to really move away from a position where we used to compete all the time for services from one town to another or from one region to another, to move more into a phase where we can look at providing those services and the very best of them in more of a complementary fashion. And I think that will be the greatest legacy that this government can leave. There's no squirming from the fact that it is an enormous challenge. We have inherited what we have inherited, but we're not going to sit and just look at the lot that's been left in our lap. I think it's been demonstrated tonight just by your very presence, Minister, and all your team, that you are prepared to listen, you are prepared to make yourself available and accessible, and that is of enormous credit to you. And you have the most wonderful Parliamentary Secretary in Melinda Pavey helping you in that quest, who is tenacious, who has taken her role by the teeth, and who is, even in her early days in the role, is being afforded civic receptions, which is just incredible. But I know that's the esteem that you held in throughout this region, Melinda, so I thank you for your tireless contribution as well. So very much in summary, I don't think tonight was ever an opportunity to solve all the problems of the world or to eat that elephant in total, but I think this is just another demonstration from our Minister and the team that are there to support us to navigate that way through that large meal, to help turn the tide of health services and the infrastructure. In a first term of a government, to commit just in my electorate $117.5 million that for 9 years was promised yet not delivered is a massive turning of the tide. It is a great first step. It is the first step, and I think that's always going to be acknowledged. We have a long way to go, but we'll only achieve if we go together in that pursuit. So I encourage us all to do that. Let's complement each other, and if you would join me to please offer a vote of thanks to our panel. And just before I hand back over, I'd just also like to recognise the individual contribution as your MC, made by Dr. Joe Canalisi. At every opportunity, I'll always buy this man a cup of coffee, not just because his company is enormous and is fascinating, but he is one of the world's greatest guys you'll ever want to meet. His heart is pure, and he's contributing in an amazing way. Thank you, Joe.